Good morning, welcome to all of you, BSc second year students of Fishery Science. Boys, we have seen the paper 9th from the semester 4th, and this paper 9 entitled as a study of gear and craft technology. In this first point we have seen classification of fishing gears. In first lecture we have studied various types of classification depending upon the nets, depending upon the gears which is to be operated in inland sectors as well as for the marine sectors. These different types of inland and marine sector nets are the gears these are to be operated. These gears, these are to be different classification, different types we have seen last period. Now the next classification of gears is the encircling gill nets. Encircling gill nets. This gear or this type of net is generally used in shallow water with the float line remaining at the surface. This gear or this net is usually used in shallow water with the float line remaining at the surface. After the fish have been encircled by the net, after the fish have been encircled by the net, noise or other means are used. Noise or other means to use to force them to gill or entangle themselves in the netting by surrounding them. That net is called as the encircling gill nets. Next criteria, trammel nets. These nets, these are bottom set nets, are made with 3 walls of netting, the 2 outer walls being of a larger mesh size than the loosely hung inner netting panel, and this net is to be used. The fish get entangled in the inner small mesh wall after passing through the outer wall. When fishes these are to be entered, the 2 larger net these are to be entangled. Outer net and inner net is to be small size, outer large net these are to be larger mesh size, and fish these are to be caught, these are to be captured by the inner small mesh net webbing, and outer net webbing these are to be escaped the give chance to the fish. That net is called as the trammel net. Then next, traps. Again, traps are different types of nets and various types of traps these are to be used to capture the fishes. Traps in which stationary uncovered pond nets. Trap net is to be again divided into different categories as a stationary uncovered pond nets. These trap nets, these are usually large nets anchored or fixed on stakes open at the surface and provided with various types of fish herding and retaining device. They are mostly divided into chambers closed at the bottom by netting. That traps, that net is called as stationary uncovered pond net. These nets are usually large nets. These are anchored, these are fixed on stakes, are open at the surface and provided with various types of fish herding and retaining device. They are mostly divided into chambers closed at the bottom by netting. Another type of nets, that is cages and baskets. Varieties of cages or baskets made with various materials such as wood material, such as metal rod, such as wires, such as netting bamboos, such as other jute bamboos, or varieties of material these are to be used, and cages these are to be constructed. That cages have one or more opening at entrance, and these cages are usually set to the bottom to a particular depth, with or without bed, with or without food material. These are to be keeping in the cage, and singly or rows. These cages, these are to be operated, these are to be used and connected by a one is to another by bios lives on these cages, and these are to be used to capture the fishes, that is called as the cages or the baskets. And these cages and basket, these are to be used. Another type of net, that is pike nets, normally used in shallow waters. These traps consist of cylindrical or cone-shaped bags mounted on rings or other rigid structure, completely covered by netting and completely by wings or ladders, which drive the fish toward the opening of the bag. And the pike nets, fixed on the bottom of by anchors or by stakes, and may be used separately or in groups. This pike net, these are to be on large scale used in rural areas. In fair shallow water, these are to present common fishermen, common fish farmers. These are to be used, these are to be operated, such type of net, such type of gears. Then next is the stow nets. This gear can be used only in rivers, estuaries or areas with strong currents, usually in alley from a cone or from pyramid shape. This type of net, these are to be fixed by means of anchors, by means of stakes, or by means of a supporting holders placed according to the a different depth, a different directions, and these are to be according to direction and strength of the currents. The mouths are usually held open by a frame, which may or may not be supported by a boat. That type of net is called as stow nets. This type of net, these are to be used in rivers, estuaries and areas with strong current, where this water, these are to be moving strongly. That net is called as stow nets. Another type of net is called as barriers or fences. Barriers or fences. Gear of this type, made up of various materials, are used, usually constructed in tidal waters. They differ from the fixed gill nets, which when the tide ebbs may eventually allow the fish not entangled or gilled to pass freely underneath their bottom line. Such net is called as barrier net or the fences. Then aerial traps. Jumping fish, some fishes, that is mollusks, and gliding fish, that is flying fishes, especially exocetus, especially those fishes, these are to be flying. These fishes, they can be caught, they can be captured. For such fishes, that is aerial trap nets or the jumping nets, these are to be used, these are to be operated, can be caught on the surface of in a boxes, raft, boats and nets, that is in veranda nets. The fish are sometimes frightened to get them to jump out of water, and such fishes, these are to be caught, such fishes, these are to be captured. That net is called as the, that is the aerial type of nets. Then hooks and lines. The fish are attracted by a natural or artificial bait. Fish are attracted by a natural or artificial food or intensives, lures placed on hooks fixed on the end of the line or snood, on which they can caught, they can captured. These hooks and lines, hooks are metallic. Jigs are also used to catch fish by wrapping them when they pass near. This is in particular the case with jigging lines or squid, which are provided with artificial lines, artificial lures with multiple hooks, and where the line is given a jerky up and down movement which attract the catches. The squid, hooks and lines unites may be used singly or in large number of ways, that is hooks and lines, and in rural areas, in urban areas at the time of monsoon season. These hooks and lines, these are to be used by a number of common people, common fishermen to capture the fishes. Hand lines and pole lines. This is another type of nets, hooks, where hand lines and pole lines. It is the simple modification of hooks, that is, hand lines may be used with or without a pole or rod for a single fishing in deep waters. The lines are usually operated using reels. The baits used may be natural or artificial. This category includes the jigging lines operated by hand and used generally on a small boats. Such hooks and lines are the hand lines and pole lines, or this pole line, these are to be used log lines. Poles, number of hooks, these are to be operated more than 2, 3, 4, then it is to be called as a long lines, and only one hooks, these are to be operated, it is called the hand lines and the pole lines. Then hand lines and pole lines, simple. Hand lines can be worked mechanically using power drills or drums. They are generally used on medium sized vessels, but they may also be used on relatively small boats. Pole lines can also be mechanized, for example, for tuna catching, with the pole movement being entirely automatic. Such pole lines, these are to be operated, these are to be used to capture the fishes from the seas and oceans, especially the tuna fish. Set long lines. This is another type of net. Name itself indicates that is set long lines. A set of hooks combined with a more than 2, 3, 4, then it is to be called as long lines. This category comprises bottom long lines, baited or unbaited, which are placed on or near the bottom. Bottom long lines consist of main line, sometimes of considerable length, to which snoods are fixed at the regular intervals, more or less close together. That net is called as set long lines. Another is the drifting long lines. These lines are kept on a surface or at a certain depth by means of regularly spaced floats. Drifting long lines may be of considerable length, but the snoods are usually longer and more widely spaced than for the bottom long lines. It is called as the drifting long lines. Some drifting long lines are set vertically, each line hanging from a float at the surface. They are usually worked in groups of several lines operated by single boats. Means these drifting long lines, these are also used. And then trolling lines. This is another type of net. These are simple lines provided with natural or artificial bait and trailed near the surface or at the certain depth by a vessel. Several lines are usually towed at the same time with the help of outriggers. That netting is called as the troll lines. Pumps. Next is the pumps. Pumps serve to catch fish usually attracted by light. They should not be confused with the pumps used to transfer fish already caught. It is called as pumps. Mechanized digs. These gear digs mollusk out of the bottom by means of powerful underwater jets. The mollusks collected are sometimes transferred into the bottom carrying or boat carrying drills by a conveyor belt type device or by a suction, and that is called as the mechanical drills. Another is the miscellaneous type of nets. This heading covers a great variety of other fishing gear and methods not specified above. Elsewhere are based on mixed principles. The following are the examples of the miscellaneous. The one is the scoop net with fixed or variable opening, operated in shallow waters or from the boats, that is called as scoop. Scooping is to be done gathering by hand or with simple hand implements, with or without divine equipments. That netting is called as hand netting or gathering by hand. Poison and explosives, which is to be prohibited generally for aquatic, because it is to be dangerous to the aquatic life, but it is also used to capture the fishes, that is poison and explosive. Then some trained animals, these are to be used to capture the fishes, such as otters, such as dog, or such as other animals. Then electrical fishing, when we can apply the electric current and to capture the fishes by applying anode and cathode electrical rays in water, and fishes, these are to be paralyzed, and then they can catch. It is called as the electrical fishing. With this, all these different types of fishing materials, fishing methods we have seen, we have completed. With this classification of fishing gear we have seen, we have completed here. Yes, any problem, please ask.